Tune in to Heel of the Ring podcast on the Sports Jedi Network channel. May the sports be with you. Because I am the hero the Sports Jedi deserves, but not the one it needs right now. Long live Lexus King.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Heel of the Ring podcast here on the Sports Jedi Network. We have a special guest today in our series of interviewing Latinos, Boricua independent wrestlers. But first, let me say hello to my partner in crime. What's going on, Chris? ¿Cómo está? What's up, buddy?
Man, I love singing that Lexus King intro. Gets me every time. No, what's up, guys? This is a great one. Last Tuesday we had Matt on here, and we're excited for our next guest. So let's just get right into it.
Yes, indeed. La Chica del Hola, Hola. Yes, indeed. The one and only Nahir Robles. Saludo, bienvenido, welcome. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, this evening. ¿Cómo está?
Estamos bien. I mean, I'm never gonna not get used to like the change of weather between Puerto Rico and the States, but we're good.
All right, let's go. I want to say, I was looking at your whole resume. But first, I'd like to ask this question. Tell us, how did you get in this journey in professional wrestling? This beautiful art that we enjoy watching, but you actually live this. Tell us, how did you get involved and where did the roots start?
I feel like it all goes back to 2019, the WWE live show. Back in October, they came to Puerto Rico. I just posted a picture on the day of the show. And a friend that I knew from back in the day, from my like I joked, my previous past life, which was modeling, he was like, "Hey, why don't you ever go to the shows in Puerto Rico?" And I tell him, "Well, because I'll most likely ask somebody to train me." And he says, "I know a trainer." So he just writes in my WhatsApp and he sends me the information. And then 2 weeks later, I'm in my first wrestling practice ever, and the rest is history.
Wow. Wow. And what school did you go to? Did you start off in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, Espiritu Pro Wrestling Dojo.
Nice. 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 So you're in Puerto Rico. You live in Puerto Rico, but boy, but you look like you live out of a suitcase though. Because you are busy. You are hard working.
If you see, I have such a mess in my room right now. Like the suitcase is in one hand. I have like una canasta full of clothes I have to take out. I don't have the time to do it, and I'm like, it's just gonna get piled up.
Oh man, Chris, I'm gonna get you right in here. Go ahead and ask some questions here. Shoot.
No, I mean we're talking about traveling. What's kind of your favorite, I live in Pennsylvania. I live in central Pennsylvania, which I know you'll be coming to in Chambersburg.
I am in May 17. I'm actually going for the title at Enterprise Pro Wrestling there.
Yes. So I actually live in Hershey. I live about an hour away.
Oh, you can come then. Yes.
Yes. So I live about an hour away. I live in Hershey, but look, you're all over the place. What's kind of your favorite place in the States to wrestle and kind of just be at, stay around?
I feel like I have a soft spot for Maryland.
Maryland, okay. So you like the seafood, you like the weather, you like the beaches.
It's not even the seafood. I feel like when I started, I never had like my own everybody has their own like wrestling like home promotion.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like in a way, I don't know if it's the locker room. No, it's not that the others aren't this way, but because they are, but like particularly the ACW locker room is so loving and so caring. They're like, we're all this close. We always go like after the show to eat. It's kind of like a little like family tradition. So it's not that I don't like the other places. It's that I feel like with the boys from Maryland, it's just different.
Plus, they call her queen. Plus, they call her queen because she's the queen of Maryland in 2025. There you go.
The first ever queen of Maryland.
There you see. There you go. I you know what? I like Maryland. I go there for my vacations. I'm a Pittsburgh guy, so I have some ill will towards Maryland because of I don't like Baltimore. I'll go anywhere in Maryland but Baltimore. No, but that's good. I like that. But you're talking about one more thing. You're talking about the locker room, with the boys. Actually, Kev, we'll get into that, but we actually have a clip, a good. We see a lot of your matches, with intergender matches. You with the boys. How fun are those to you to kind of wrestle the guys and kind of have them kind of wrestle you as like you are one of them, because they're really good. We have a clip, we have some, but they're really good. It's really good work.
I feel like with them, I like I love intergender matches. I've always said it. I know there's people that have their certain reservations, but for me, intergenders can be a whole lot of fun. For example, Team Pegado versus Team Con was full
That's right. That's right.
intergender.
That's right. We're team
Awesome,
out right here.
I had to mention it. I had this fun little spot with Johnny Santos. But then after that match, I had the 6-train scramble, which was just all men. Like and like let's just call it like it is. They were all at least 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
Jay Haru, Pete Corbett, Ben Rutten, Hot Dog Starks, and Tommy Invincible. That was my match. And I only
Eh,
you're gonna see this full on.
Trust me, we'll get to that later.
So in that match particularly, yeah, I had one little fun spot with Hot Dog. We did the buns to bun, cheek to cheek, but then
I
the
saw that
entirety
one.
of it was just us hitting each other as fast as we could to everybody, just knocking each other out. I had a match back home with one of my closest friends, Cesar Aldea. He's in IWA Puerto Rico for the faction Too Hot for You. We had we had a spot where he slapped me. Like, it was just so out of. He just slapped me on my butt, and like the crowd went. It was so funny because that was, he was like, "Oh, you want to do it this way? Let's freaking go."
No, I think intergender matches are great for it's the crowd.
I feel like you can mix like a lot of like character, but like as well, like you can also incorporate the wrestling into them.
Absolutely.
I have one
wanna play-
literally this Sunday.
I want to
play
play
that.
this clip here, and I'm like, holy cow! I love the setup, and I loved it. I had to get it off of your feed, and here it goes. I mean, here it goes. This is good. And the Canadian Destroyer, and then you come with the leg cut scissors. Oh my goodness, awesome move.
We have no idea how to call it yet. Somebody said code red flags, which I thought it was hilarious. But we still don't have a name for it. We want it to be kind of baseball themed, but we still haven't figured it out. We also do the cutter, no, the stunner, and then the German, which I just told JC Stone we should call it the double play.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a nice one. Double play. Yeah.
Double play. But we haven't figured out the finisher yet, because that's our finish.
Okay. Well, we got a little bit of a call out here. We got the Uptown Boys, one half of the Uptown Boys. Matt Awesome, who was our first interviewer last week. He says he wants to book a match versus Major League Blondes.
Shout out to my boy Matt Awesome.
Matt, you sure you want that? You sure you want that, buddy? Because we were teammates once. I don't mind turning on you. And you already wrestled Storm last time. Are you sure you want it?
I want to see.
Let's go.
I want to see it. I will pay to see it.
Let's go. We gotta get it on Puerto Rican weekend on the House of Glory. House of Glory. Let's go. It's my boy Mike. Mike, we got a match we called out. Let's go. Let's do this.
I know that show was so good last year, and I know Matt was there, and Jared, and Eden. Like it was really funny because I saw a lot of my teammates of Dean, of Dean Pegao on the Puerto Rican show, and I was like, my boy, he's no. The
He said
chancla
the
wants
chancla
in.
wants in.
The Culo Talentoso wants in then.
Hey, let's go. We're booking matches here on the Sports Jedi Network. Heal the Ring. Let's go. We got it, man. Let's do this. Let's do this. What's going on, Daniel? Daryl, Sports Highlights. Salute, man. How are you? Okay, awesome. Let me ask this question. You just had a great match here against the Psychotics. Is that one of your rivals? Who's your rival? Because I know you do tag teams with your partner, with JC Storm. Are you more? It's a two-part question. Are you more of a singles or a tag team? And who is your biggest tag team rival?
Okay, so I feel like we both have like we both have our singles runs separately, but when we're tagging, we take it very seriously. So I guess we're a mixture of both. I don't think we're 100% single nor 100% tag because, for example,
Okay.
JC Storm is the current WWX Women's Champion and the Nickel City Wrestling Women's Champion, while as I am the Warriors of Wrestling Women's Champion and Warrior Breed Wrestling Women's Champion. So we both have like our little like singles thing going on, but we also want to get tag team gold in our hands, So I guess I can't particularly say we're full on tag team, but when we tag, we take it very seriously. And as in our biggest tag team rivals so far, I think the Psychotics are on that list because they cheated that win out of us. And so, but like on a close second right now, I can say Monte Chica, who we wrestled last Saturday.
I was going to say that. I was going to say that. I saw that you worked on in what was it in DC, and that was your DC debut. I believe that's what that clip was.
That was Friday. That was we wrestled CMC and Louis Lindo, who did his comeback from wrestling because he had been out for a while, who ended up helping us in the end of the match because his tag partner was just being mad rude the entire time.
Gotcha.
But then we had Monte and Claire on Saturday. I love doing that promo for them because Monte is mantequilla, which is butter, and then Clara it's kind of like egg whites. So we just did the promo with eggs and butter in our hands. I was like, we're gonna cook them.
That was good though. See, that's the creative because it allows you to get creative. It allows you to get. By the way, you cut a promo coming up. I want to get to that in a few seconds because you have a big match for Gotham City with Mother Endless, and I saw that promo that I want to get into that there. That's because you have a kendo match. Isn't that a kendo match coming up? And I know
I have no idea what kind of match is it, but I was told it might be a kendo match.
Ooh.
But like honestly, I feel like every time I've been put in like out of pocket matches, I find out the day of. So I'm just like, if I find out if I found out a month ahead, that's good. Like first time I had it was a no DQ match. It was with Sue Young, and we both found out the day of the show. We were the main event at Iowa for Honor Among Wrestling, where they were even hockey sticks in the match, and we have our little Star Wars moment with the hockey sticks. It was great.
Oh damn, that was cool. That's cool. And so you got a big match coming up. Mother Endless. You ready?
Yeah.
You got it. We're behind you 100%. I know you got it. But man, you're busy. How do you manage to do just a whole balance, just traveling and all that? Because I mean, that must be exhausting.
It is. I feel like I haven't found like fully like 100% my balance. Because I do I work instead of a 9 to 5, I work a 7 to 3. Then I go to the gym. Then I go to practice. And then I know I have to get my luggage done before like Thursday because Fridays usually I leave like really late, or Thursday nights when I have a Friday show. And usually when I wrestle Sundays in the States, I have to take the latest flight back home, which would be like say like a 10, like this Sunday, my flight was at 10 p.m. I got back home at 2 a.m. I got like I landed like at 1:30, 2 a.m., went to bed, got up at 6, went to work, and then passed out afterwards after work. But like the balance comes during the week. I sacrifice a lot of like time, I feel like, for myself. It's just I'm just very hyper focused on what I want, and that is wrestling. So while some people like are on Wednesdays, hey, it's ladies' night, let's go drinking, I'm usually training, or I try to get my sleep in, or I'm doing my luggage. It's the balance has come from sacrifice, if anything.
Okay, I respect that. That's a strong grind, especially like you said. Instead of you're young, instead of going out for a ladies' night, you're or friends, you're out there working because you have a big goal ahead. Respect that a lot. And that's something that we could cheer behind a lot. Don't let anyone take away your dream. I love that. Let me ask this other question. Have you had any tryouts for any of the major companies like TNA,
Not
WWE,
as of
NXT?
right now, no. Hopefully, I feel like with what Storm and I have coming along, I feel like we'd be like a great addition to the knockouts division. For some, I just have that feeling because I feel like a lot of the tag teams that TNA had, they're sort of just getting disbanded, and we're
Correct.
like we're pure strong, we're strong girlies, we can do this.
Her and them and
Absolutely.
Spitfire would slap, Kev.
I see that. I can see that. I mean, especially if you ladies came out on the NWA, you have a footage now to show the major companies to get in the door on the Billy Corgan and then the NWA and that tag team turmoil. That says a lot. And I know that's going. Don't let that keep striving, keep moving forward because you do have two champions here that's going to be rooting for you from the sidelines hard on this channel as well as Matt. It's great to get that just to see your journey, to be part of it now. Thank you for allowing us to come in on and be part of this journey with you, to cheer you. The most we can do, we're going to cheer you on and spread your name. So I can't wait to see when you guys get there, and we're gonna feel happy because we're like, oh man, remember when we talked to her? And look at now, she's now we're covering her on the Impact Zone. So You know what? Put it out there in the world. Our voices and words have authority, and you know what? Major League Blondes. Let's go TNA Knockout Division. Let's get them in there.
I feel like we have something really good going on, like the two of us together. I feel like we balance each other out very well, and it's kind of like the little like how do you say, like dynamic of like tall person, tiny person. Even though I'm not that tall, but it looks really funny. The height difference is hilarious. She has one wrestling style. I can accommodate to hers, but I just stick to powerhouse moves when I'm with her.
So are you're a powerhouse wrestler in general, even in singles, or do you do the technical?
I feel like I'm an all-arounder because most of my big moves actually do come from my legs. That's like the running joke around it. But I can do technical stuff because of my training. It's just I can't do it as much as I wish because to me it wouldn't make sense being too technical on somebody that's like 50 pounds less than I am. It just doesn't make sense.
Right. I got you. Chris, you have any
So
questions?
I accommodate my wrestling style accordingly to the person I'm wrestling.
I like that.
Got you. Chris, you have a question, Chris?
Yeah, I do actually. I like that. Something I took notice of you is you are really active on social media. And one person we talked about earlier, your friend, and somebody asked Kev, I talk about this guy all the time randomly, Tommy Invincible. We see guys like him, and I'm using him as an example because to me, the reason why I'm such a big fan is because he's the biggest one doing it in my eyes. We see with independent wrestlers use social media to their advantage. Especially when
he has done such an amazing job on it.
how important is that for you to do that as well? Because you are very active. You get your name out there. You're, like Kev said, and we alluded to earlier, you're very, very busy. How is that important? When you see Tommy, your friend, do that, how is it important? How is that important for you to do the same? Because you're really active, and I think social media now, even what we're doing, we just hit 20,000 subscribers. You know, social media is the thing right now. Yeah, thank you. We really appreciate that, and we appreciate you again. Like I said, we appreciate you joining us. Again, we're going to be rooting for you always. But how is the social media important to you? How is that game important to you,
I
especially as an
feel like
independent?
a lot of people like have gotten their big breaks because of social media. It goes farther than wrestling. Like
Yes.
actors, singers have gotten discovered for like the importance of like viral videos, but at the same time, it should be like a balance of everything. And I feel like Tommy, in a way, has captured that because yes, he shows his wrestling content, but he also tells his story, how
Yes.
much he meant. For example, one of his coaches passed away, Juan Jeremy. He shared his story about Juan Jeremy. He shared his story about why he wanted to wrestle Matt Cardona.
Yes.
He showed everybody the why he wants to be a wrestler and why he's been doing this for so long and what are his biggest accomplishments. And you know what? Call him delusional, but that got him to the GCW show and he wrestled Matt Cardona. So
100%. Let me tell you, when I forget what something else was what there was a show that we had a stream going on that day, so I didn't get to catch it until I went on social media because we were streaming something else. I forget what it was, but when I saw him on there, I was just like I popped because he's somebody who has talked about it and now he's living it. And GCW is a very, very big independent company. So
it's one of the
I
biggest
love.
independent wrestling promotions that there is in the States. And
Yes.
they're doing like their tours. Like they're not only situated in the Northeast, they even on WrestleMania weekend, Tommy wrestled
Yes.
at the Clusterfuck
Yeah.
show in Las Vegas. So he got that exposure and it was because of his following.
And I love that. And another thing I see on your social media, and I had this conversation with Matt, and I'm gonna have this conversation with you because you're one of the more people I've seen in the independent circuit of our culture who rep it hard, hard, hard. Now, I had this exact same conversation with Matt, right? For me, it bothered me for a long time the way that the Puerto Rican culture was embraced in the American WWE, the big companies, right? It took until Backlash Puerto Rico, in my opinion. It took Bad Bunny for that to happen. And Priest. But my question for you is the way I'm getting at is how important is it for you to rep Puerto Rico? Because when you look back in the day, you had Carlito. They announced that he was from the Caribbean. They didn't even give any
Yeah,
of these guys.
Puerto Rico was
You had
never mentioned.
you had Epico and Primo come out to, in my opinion, the most stereotypical reggaeton music I've ever heard in my life. And it bothered me for a long time. And now we're seeing it with it bothered me. I'm gonna be honest. It bothered me. I heard that theme song, and my dad took me to one of my first shows in 2011 to see Randy Orton, and these guys came out, and my dad was like, I was like,
Okay.
like he even knew the music was out of BS. But anyway, like how important is that for you? Because we see it, with Damian Priest, Zelina, Mike Santana, they've done it for such a long time. And now we're seeing it more on the national spotlight. And you do such a great job with that. How important is that for you?
I come out with my flag wherever I go. It
And
doesn't
I
matter
love
where
that.
I am. I always remind people where I'm from. And I feel like in a way it's like I don't I'm trying to find the right word for it. Um it's kind of like a social trying to find the right word for it. I can't find it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm kind of rebelling in a way because right now, if you remember the Puerto Rican flag, it's royal blue.
Yes.
I come out with the light blue. I come out with the one from Lares.
Yes.
Right.
Like that is how I'm fighting my way. I stand, like I show what I stand for in the island, and I had gotten like a certain unpleasant reactions.
Mm.
Um, but I feel like I've handled them as graceful as I could. It was just only once, thank God. Ever like I feel like I've gotten bold. I feel like in a way I'm bold because I come up with a flag in states that can be a little bit judgmental,
Yes.
and I've gotten like the surprise of my life where, like, for example, I'm gonna stay like Virginia, and they say Puerto Rico, and you hear the crowd. What? There's Puerto Ricans like wherever I've gone. Like there is a Puerto Rican crowd, and when I come out, it's just to let them know that like we're here. We're all in this together. It doesn't matter how far we are. The island still follows you, and still hugs you and still considers you part of it.
And I love that. Again, I think it's very important with independent wrestlers. And you know, my local independent wrestling school, they have they really embrace, because the head trainer is Ricardo Rodriguez. It's Three Legacies Wrestling. They
Hmm.
do a lot. He's done a great job, because I go to all the shows in the area. So I'm at a lot of Ricardo shows. I know a couple of the wrestlers, and he's always embracing, with his wrestlers. I've seen some videos,
He's in
that
Japan right now, if I'm not
yeah, he's in
mistaken.
Japan right now. I know, yeah, he is in Japan, but they're doing a show the 31st in Harrisburg, where actually I go to college. It's with Savio Vega, somebody I think well, TNA knockout Zaya Brookside. She
Yes,
will
I
be
met
there.
Zaya last year.
Yeah, so Kev, I know you wanted to talk about that, but yeah, Zaya Brookside, she'll be in the area, so they do some good shows with Ricardo. Go ahead, Kev. I know you wanted to talk about
No,
that a
no,
little bit.
no, you got it with Zaya Brookside. Some of the names that I've seen you wrestle with her in ACW, right? For the
Yeah, in
Fire
Maryland.
Championship in Maryland.
Yeah, that
I
that
mean,
wa- that match was it was a great. I feel like that's one of my favorite matches because she kind of caught me off guard in one of the match, and it was just like the intensity. You could feel like the intensity when the two of us had a little moment together, and then we were done dirty by Ellsworth. But it's fine because Zaya was a champion at the time. It was a triple threat to crown the not to crown, but like it was just a title match. And then while Zaya was about to pin me, I was about to lose. Like Zaya was about to, she did her finisher on me. Ellsworth took Zaya out, and Riley stole the pin.
oh,
Oh,
that
So
Ellsworth.
yeah,
Oh my
we're
God.
kind of getting
I need a rematch.
throwback from Carmella and Ellsworth at ACW right now.
Nice
Not, yeah.
storyline. Nice storyline.
I haven't been
I saw
back
also
actually
since when?
haven't been back there since that show. So June 13 is my comeback to ACW after 6 long month absence of Riley and Jimmy doing whatever they feel like to the women's division.
There it is. The 13th, Friday the 13th. If you're in that
Yeah.
area, please check her out. You got Matt Riddle on the card, Ellsworth. You got Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore, man, that guy. He's a talking promo. He should be in a major wrestling promotion. I mean,
Yeah.
ACW is so blessed to have him there because that guy is entertaining as hell. I wanted to ask you this question. You've been in the ring with Layla Gray, Gabby Ortiz, Adriana Mosley. You've been in the ring with a lot of recognizable independent females. I mean, my goodness, it just captivates me with Zaya Brookside. It just captivates me, man. We're gonna see you soon in one of these major big promotions because when you're in the ring getting those experience and locking with these women, you're learning the best of every one of these ladies, taking a little bit and getting those bumps in the ring. So what's your short-term goals right now in professional wrestling for you in 2025 first?
I feel like right now, my goal is to gather as much experience as I can, to travel as much as I can, and hopefully that brings me to the long-term goals. That is to be recognized by one wrestling company that sees something in me. Like for example, right now in August, I can actually finally talk about it because they posted it today. Storm and I are doing our UK tour as the Major League
I saw
Blondes.
that. I saw that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow,
Has
excited. First
wrestling
time over going to.
No,
Yeah,
I
I've
was,
Chris,
I was
never
gonna,
sorry.
I,
been
I was
to
gonna
the
ask the same
UK.
thing.
Storm has. I've never been to the UK. I'm gonna be like a puppy. I always joke to her that if we were a marriage, I am like the wreck, like the hot, like the the hot mess, like the wife that's always like nervous, the nervous wreck of a wife, and she's the very chill husband.
Nice. Let me ask this. This is a tough question. If Stardom calls you tomorrow, or Marigold, and have a run to Japan, are you taking? Are you packing that suitcase for a couple months to live in Japan?
Yes, without
Matt
thinking
said the
twice.
same thing.
I'm
Matt
look.
said
You
the
I,
said
same
you said
thing.
that,
I
and I'm
said the same
looking
thing to
at my
Matt.
suitcase. Like I literally, you said that I'm looking at my suitcase. Let's go. We're leaving.
Matt,
Let's
Yo,
go.
I love it. Hey, we're saying all this because I always believe there's authority in your words. So we're putting this out there in the atmosphere with our authority. We're gonna see you there. We're gonna if that's something that's there, and you look with no conviction. So I know I know that's gonna happen, man. I know they're gonna give
We're
you a call there.
manifesting it.
Yes, we're manifesting it. Yes, indeed. There's authority in the words, and I know that's gonna happen because man, it's just, again, there's so much great stuff that you've done on the independent scene, and I know there's more. That's not mean that your story has not finished, or it's just beginning. It's just a chapter, and just, man, just can't wait to see that when you're in Marigold or Stardom or any of those Japanese for a tour there. That's going to be phenomenal. You're already going to the UK, and you're already stoked. I mean, that's going to be a great one in August. That's going to be fun. Keep us posted on that one because we're going to be following that one when you're out
Yeah.
there across the pond.
I think we're doing at least like 5 to 6 shows, if I'm not mistaken, before we head back.
Ooh.
But our plan is to go to the Japan. I don't know, next year. But I feel like, again, like we're coming very together as a team. But while we're there, we can also like tweak our single stuff as well.
Yes, that's also a positive as well because you never know. I hate to say it, this is a wrestling business. Also, injuries tend to happen, little bumps and
Mhm.
bruises. You also, that's good thing that you're versatile. Not just in the singles, also in the multi-man intergender matches, which is really great. It's just another feather in your cap. Going forward. This is so. I am enjoying seeing it. I'm glad that you joined us here. We really appreciate your time. Do you have a couple more minutes, or you have to run? Because I know you're really busy. I know you gave us more than enough
No,
time, but
I'm fine.
if you got a
I
couple,
literally, I got you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Chris. Your floor is yours, man. Ask away.
No, I'm just curious. Like Kev alluded to, you have wrestled some memorable names in the independent scene. Who are kind of some of your like dream opponents you would love to get into the ring, whether it's a singles or a tag team? Because there are some great female tag teams out there.
That's a hard question. Like tag teams, I feel like I talked to JC about it recently. I told her that I hadn't seen for a while the King Bees, and I met them at Mission Pro, and I think they're amazing. To me, that's in tag team action. To me, that they are in my list. Somebody mentioned the Money Birds today, and I was like, wow, like this is coming along very good. As in for singles, I feel like with the way that my wrestling has been coming along, I made this promise to myself to never set myself expectations. Not because I don't think it's gonna happen, but because I have a constant feel of imposter syndrome. So I just never, I just let it happen the way it has because so far it's been nice to me.
Yeah,
Like I feel like
absolutely.
my
No,
three biggest
absolutely.
opponents have been Megan Bain, Zaya
Yes.
Brookside, and I wrestled the current CMLL Women's Champion. I wrestled Silksies back in January
Oh, okay.
in
Yeah.
Puerto Rico. Like that is the biggest match in my singles career, and it was on my island.
That's great.
Nice.
So
Nice. Have you
who are your
okay?
influence? So who was your favorite wrestler growing up? Who was
Mhm.
that guy? Who was the person? Who was your favorites growing up? Whether male, female, give me some of your favorites.
Like current or of all time.
What you can do? Give me
Both.
current and all time.
I feel like of all time, I don't mention China. It's gonna be an issue because I love China ever since like
Okay.
the longest time. I even have her action figure. It's back at my mom's house, but it's there. I wanted it to keep it safe because the move has been insane. It's been a year, and I still have things to pack, and I don't have the time for it.
You don't have the time, no, because you're busy. You're going back to the States.
My room is a mess. Like I'm just trying to make it work.
Yeah. No.
Um, but tag team, singles, like I said, but tag teams, I do have ideas. Like to me, anyone that comes in my way. I even threw a challenge at the current Mission Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. That it's Fire and Fury. Um, I'll wrestle the Uptown Boys. I'll wrestle the Residency if they put him in my
The
way
Uptown,
too.
that's the one we need
I'll
right
wrestle
there.
Miracle Jen. I'll wrestle anybody.
I
I'm
love
not
it.
afraid of intergender tag teams because you're about to strike out and we'll catch them later.
I
There
love it.
you go.
Ev, I
Oh
love it.
man, Matt, they're bringing the heat, the fastball. They're going. There's no sliders. There's no splitter. She's coming with the fastball, Matt. I think you got. I don't know if the chancla. You got to get that chancla ready to backhand that
He's gonna go,
fastball. I
hey,
don't know.
batter,
I don't know,
hey,
man.
batter, and the ball's gonna hit him on the face. Boom, swing and miss.
There you go. Look at that. Matt is thinking about it. Love it. I love it. There you go with that one. Oh, I asked this question to Matt. I've asked this question for fantasy booking purposes. Mañana, let's say this year in New Orleans, hypothetical, I'm gonna say we're gonna book your match at WrestleMania. Mainstream roster. It could be NXT. It could be mainstream WWE. Who would you love to have a one-on-one match with? Currently in the women's division, or even if you want to go with, a, since you do the intergender, who would you like to wrestle? Like say you're gonna have a WrestleMania match.
You know what? If it's an NXT, I want to go hand on hand with Jada Parker.
Miss Parker, yo, you girls will hit it. You girls will hit it.
That would be
Yeah,
a good match.
you and Tatiana will hit it off. Yes. I live in Orlando, Florida. By the way, I attend the Orlando in the performance center. So I tend to go a lot to the performance center. Yeah.
So I feel like
But today's
NXT, I have
Tuesday.
to say Jada Parker.
All right.
If
I
it's
like
main
that. I like
roster,
that.
ooh, so hard. It's so hard to pick. I feel like Bailey
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
because
That'd be a nice one.
he's always been the underdog, and I can relate
Mm,
to that.
okay. Like it. I like it. We got some smack talk from Matt. I love it. Hey, how you at the end of it? I'm no Juan Soto. I'm more
Matt,
like a
keep
Clemente.
up with your
Let's go.
chancla. Keep freshening up the bases for me. It's fine. You're gonna be okay. You'll take the loss and you'll go home.
I love it. This is phenomenally. I love it. I love it there. Man, so let me look at your schedule one more time because I definitely want to see where this year you just posted it not so long ago. Your schedule
This is
for
May.
May.
Yeah, this is May. May so far.
Chris, while I pull up a schedule, one more question?
No,
while I
I'm
get that going?
I'm looking at it. I know you put it up on the screen, but you you are going to be busy. You're going to go from DC to Connecticut to New York to Texas to Pennsylvania, then back home.
I already suffered that last week. That was this weekend. That was hard.
Okay, we're May 6th. We're May 6th. Okay, so you have to go to Texas. So you're still going to Texas.
She's going to Texas.
And Puerto Rico.
Yeah. So I got to go to Texas the 9th, and then the 17th, I'm in Pennsylvania.
You're in Pennsylvania.
And then I go back home that Sunday morning because I wrestled 2 matches that day. I have 2 matches.
Okay, yeah.
One is for the Warriors of Wrestling Women's Championship that I won in Island.
There you go. Show it. Show it there. There's the hardware. There you go.
But
there you
know
go.
What's crazier though? That on May 18th, I would be 365 days as the Warrior of Wrestling Women's Champion.
Look at that. We got our own Puerto Rican bloodline right here. Let's go. Acknowledge her.
How do you
acknowledge her?
How do you feel about traveling with the airports around with those things?
Yo, they've stopped me a couple times. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I haven't been able to bring back the trophy from Maryland. I am literally bringing a check bag this time just so I could bring it with me.
Wow.
I don't know where to put it. Because it's too big. Like literally the trophy is like this big.
So it's like a heritage. It looks like a heritage.
So I can't bring it with me. And I have a friend guarding it in New York, and I'm like, I promise you, I'll try to get it back to Puerto Rico. And he was joking to me the other day. This has been here since March.
Wow.
And I'm like, sorry.
No, I asked that question because, you know, we hear we hear from everybody who's in the business who has championship, like TSA stopping you. People are like, what
it was really funny because I usually bring the carry-on, so I had the 2 belts, and they were like, is that a belt? And I'm like, it's 2 belts. And then they started laughing, and I'm like, and then I just said it in a jokingly manner. Hopefully they believe me or not, but I said, I'm a wrestler. And with that same tone, I just said it right now. And they were like, it was so funny.
Oh my God.
So I wonder how's it going to be like, because the 17th it's a title match for Enterprise Pro Wrestling. So
yeah,
that's the day I'm bringing the big luggage to bring back the freaking trophy. Like, imagine if I won the belt and I have the freaking trophy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's gonna
be a lot of hardware.
You're gonna look at me so weird. You're gonna be like, what?
My goodness. I've got a little bit of a get. See, I like to fantasy book, and I like to be a promoter. I think if the Up Top Boys were somehow, some way steal that trophy, and then you have a trophy for the match for the trophy, man. If I had a wrestling promotion, I would do that as storyline. I have the Up Top Boys steal your trophy. You go you will get. Then the Major League Bronze try to get the trophy back. Oh, let's go. And all that stuff. The chancla's missing, the trophy, all of that. Or winner takes all. My goodness. If I was a booker, I would book that right this instant.
No bodegas. They're saving the Uptown Boys.
Oh, my goodness.
They can't hide the bodegas with their chopped cheese.
Don't attempt me. I'll find it. Oh, there we go. There you go. I knew I was going to get that from Matt.
You don't know where it is. Nobody knows where it is. Ha!
All you got to wait is on the 17th, brother. On the 17th, you just follow that. And when you see that trophy,
he's going to be at the airport lurking. You see where I'm headed to get the trophy. That's going to be funny.
Stick with me, pal. I can manage. This is great. This is great. I love it. I love it. I love it because it makes us come together and be proud as Latinos. You know, just no matter if it's Puerto Rican or any Mexican, it doesn't see the representation. It makes me proud to see you guys doing your hard work, your living a dream, going out there, having fun, first and foremost, having fun and doing something that you're passionate and love about. So I really appreciate, again, you coming on, giving us your time. Again, keep us hopefully friend of the program. Or we're behind you. We're behind Matt. We want to continue to support you. I'm not just action speaks louder than words. So hopefully our actions will show that we are supporting you, and we want to definitely continue to show you and talk about your progress. Hopefully, and also we would like to see JC Storm also join us. We'll love to have an interview with her as well. If you ladies want to come together as a tag team, fine. Individual, same thing with Matt's partner as well. We want to bring him on. We want to talk to him.
This is going to be like the standoff between the tag teams.
Yes, we're going to have a summit. We're going to have the promo summit
like,
here.
Oh no, what have we done?
I will get a bucket of popcorn and I will enjoy the hell out of it.
Oh yeah, the promos that you guys. Yes, we'll just sit back and just it's cinema. We'll do our own cinema GIF.
Yes.
That's it. Oh man. Well, we want to thank you for coming on. We're gonna end the program because I know you're busy, and we're gonna because we got NXT going and we got our partner on the other channel about to hit the NXT live. Yeah, so we're gonna be watching that there.
Okay.
Keep us posted. You have my information. You have our information. We'll follow each other. Definitely appreciate you again.
It's the camera. I better see you the 17th in Pennsylvania.
Yes, I will see what I got going on. I would love to see you in person. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, we love talking to people who we can relate to, all of us being Puerto Rican. We love that. We're going to continue to support you. I am. So yeah, if you see me in that crowd, just
I'll go get you. I'll find you. If you wear the cap, that's exactly what I'm going to be looking for.
And we follow each other, and I appreciate that. So again, we'll keep us posted with dates, and again, we're gonna
definitely
support you. We appreciate your time.
And when you come to Orlando, Florida, please let me know when you come to Orlando, Florida.
Such a long time. I don't know why.
Coastal Championship Wrestling. Also, House of Glory is about to open up in Orlando.
Yep, House of Glory is about to open up.
Last time I was there was last year, February. I did the Atomic Legacy Wrestling in Cocoa, Florida. That's where I wrestled Diva Bates and the Lander.
Oh, Steph. Yeah, Steph. Yeah, she lives here in Orlando too. See, that's not far. There. Cocoa Beach is not far.
I love
nice. Yeah, that's not far from us. That's only 35, 40 minutes. Actually, I'm close to the east side.
I want to see you in Three Legacies Wrestling because that's my.
Oh, I met him last year because they wrestled for TWA, and I actually had a match. I was in a fatal 4-way with Zoe Cannon.
Zoe Cannon, she's the Zoe Cannon.
I was
gonna throw it out there. I want to see you and Zoe Cannon go one-on-one.
I need that one-on-one too.
Ricardo, Ricardo, he retweeted. He knows me. He retweets my stuff. If you go back on his recent, he retweeted my clip of last week. So Ricardo, make it happen, please, brother. Please.
It needs to happen.
Please.
He did the whale on me. It was hilarious and it was perfect. Oh man, my dog wants to say hi.
What up?
Let's go. Hello.
Right now, huh?
I saw him over there at El Morro. I saw his picture.
Yeah, that's when he came to the CWA show. Yeah.
I was like, look at him traveling. That's cool. That's cool. Love it. All right. So again, when you get to Central Florida, when you have a booking, even if it's in the Tampa area,
I'll write to you. I'll
definitely. It's not only hot people away. I definitely. Yeah, bug me. Definitely. I said the same thing to Matt. I definitely want to meet you guys, and you could consider this your podcast. If you guys got to get me a message to be spread, estamos para servicio. We're here to serve you, guys, and be your cheerleading squad to get you guys over from a fan's perspective. We'll do everything in our resources to get the word out, to get you guys going. Because we believe in our, you represent us. You represent us, and we're proud to see you out there representing us. Hasta la, Boricua hasta la muerte. Let's go. You got people
Yep,
behind you. We want to see you.
I
We want
saw
to
the
see you
Facebook
excel.
app. I see it. I
There you
respect
go.
it. And thank
You
you
go.
so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Muchas gracias, mija. Que Dios te bendiga and continue to have strong growth in this business, in this industry. And we thank you so much. I'm gonna give you, let me one more time. Remember, please, for booking inquiries, please, it's Rizzo, SYSRCAMOS @gmail.com. And I will put that up in it's on the video description. So please, if you're wrestling, you see us, book to bring this talented wrestlers to your companies. We want, we're willing to pay to see them. So please, we want to see them and we want to continue to watch them grow. So with that said, thank you so much, everyone, for the Heal the Ring podcast from Chris, of course, and say our goodbye to our guest. And when she says goodbye, we'll hit the outro. There
Thank
you
you
go.
so much
No
for having
fuimos.
me, guys. And no fuimos.
All right.